Next lesson is about off-page SEO, and this really means backlinks essentially, which I'm sure all of you have heard about before. It also includes citation building. Definitely still an important part of the SEO process. It's one of the more challenging ones because it involves work outside of your website, potentially other things that you don't directly control. So as I said, off-page refers primarily to activity that's done to boost your search rankings, your authority of your website through other websites and links back from other websites, other platforms, other blogs, whatever. And the background to this is that Google from the start used backlinks as a measure of the importance of a website, and the logic went that if an individual website or page had a lot of backlinks, then that was a good indication that it was popular or important or whatever. Now, it's a fairly blunt measure from many years ago. It's still a key ranking factor, there's no doubt about it. It's very important. There's a strong correlation between websites that rank high on Google and the backlinks that they have, and typically the backlinks that are being looked at are, high domain authority, highly relevant links. They're the ones that are really important, and Google looks at those and takes a view on your website. So it's still very important. The importance of these backlinks is diminishing, to be fair. Google is getting cleverer at assessing quality content and what type of backlinks are more relevant, and it's doing this because over the years, unsurprisingly, people have abused backlinks, backlink building, and professional SEOs have used a lot of techniques to fire lots of artificial backlinks to websites to boost their rankings, and in the past, to be fair, it works. And to be fair, even still, some grey hat and black hat techniques still work to boost rankings from backlink building. Google doesn't like backlink building, it doesn't like unnatural links, and in the strictest interpretation of Google's webmaster guidelines, it's definitely something that is against them. There's always a question about if you pay for a listing in a directory, for example, and you know that it has a do-follow backlink included, is that against Google's webmaster guidelines? I think in the strictest interpretation the answer would be yes, but clearly if you look at the backlink profiles of many high-ranking websites, many of them, most of them I would say, would have some evidence of paid for or what we might consider to be unnatural links, and that's just the reality of the way the internet's developed over the years. So with that said, one thing I'm going to say here, sort of spell out, is always exercise caution when doing any backlink building. I definitely recommend it, but you have to be careful in your approach. So what I want to say very specifically is, do not go on to Fiverr.com and just buy 10,000 backlinks for $10 or whatever. Yeah, seems like a great idea, and the reality is you're probably just wasting your money. Google will typically just ignore spam backlinks, and particularly from a local business point of view, it's just likely to be ignored completely. And but there's a risk at some stage in the future Google might become even more intelligent, look at using AI, and might be more aggressive in how it handles people with unnatural backlink profiles. The problem about spam backlinks from Fiverr is you don't control them, and they're likely to be associated with other sites that you might not want to be associated with, like Viagra sites, CBD, adult sites, gambling sites, other niches, etc. These are not going to help you. So my advice is, yes, do consider the do follow backlinks that are pointing to your website, and be on the lookout for them. They will help you rank, but do not point spam backlinks directly to your website ever. So that's just something. So if you can't control the backlink that's going to your website, and it may be associated with some sort of spammy tactics or websites or niches, I would just avoid it completely. There are some tactics where you can use spam backlinks and you can send them to other websites, but you do not send them directly to your own website. So that's just going to spell it out, labour the point a little bit, but hopefully just to set all the stuff that I say about backlinks in context, to exercise caution, but to still realise that backlinks do matter, and Google definitely does consider them a ranking factor.